Hello, I'm Lelda Smits for the Finance News Network, and joining me from visual analytics company nearmap is its Managing Director, Simon Crowther. Simon, welcome back to FNN.
Thank you very much.
Now, nearmap has just announced its expansion into the US market. Why did you choose to widen your reach in America?
It's been a long-standing goal of nearmap to be an international business, having achieved profitability in the Australian market. The next step for us to look naturally was to where we could step offshore and expand the international operations. The United States is an established market for geospatial imagery. There's many providers over there, whether it's satellite providers or aerial surveying businesses, but there's no one in the United States that's offering the same kind of business model on a subscription basis that nearmap is. We have done an assessment of the US market, and we believe that it's 10 to 12 times bigger than the Australian business opportunity for nearmap. So it was a natural thing for us to want to scale a business, and the United States was our first choice.
Certainly. And what has the US expansion involved, and what progress have you made so far?
We've made a lot of progress, a very exciting time for the business. We established a test surveying program in California about 4 months ago, and the objective of that was really to establish our supply chain for the first time, find local operators, road test our camera systems over there, and generally just go through a bit of a setup phase. We had some pretty limited aspirations for that test phase, which was to only capture some of the main cities in California, but things started to go incredibly well. And we also had an R&D breakthrough inside the business as well, where we created a whole new camera system called Hypercam. And we were able to deploy Hypercam very quickly into the California market. And one thing led to another, and the output that we were able to generate in terms of the amount of surveys that we were able to complete far exceeded our expectations. So literally in the last 12 to 14 weeks, we took the decision to expand outside of California. And currently, at the time of speaking to you, we've exceeded 100 million U.S. population headcount coverage. So we've captured all the main cities on the west coast of the U.S., most of the main cities on the east coast of the U.S., and we're now filling in some of the cities in the Midwest. And in certain cases, we're going back and repeat capturing areas like San Francisco and Los Angeles for the second or third time. So we have got a very ambitious program. We've made an update to the market recently that said that we were fully committed to the U.S. market for the future. And our objective over the next 6 to 9 months is to capture around about 150 million population headcount in the U.S., which are the main city kind of environments.
Great, that certainly is a lot of progress so far. And how much is this US expansion costing nearmap, and how and when would you expect to see the investment returned?
Sure. So we, in the update to the market a couple of weeks ago, we gave some pretty detailed information regarding the actual investment that we're making. I think it's important to also highlight the fact that we're making this investment and funding it from existing cash and from existing cash flows. So there's no requirement at this stage to raise any capital. So that's a very important point, that we put ourselves in a position where we've got good cash and no debt. So we are funding our own international expansion, which is always a very pleasing thing to be able to do. So we are investing around about $8 million a year in the US, which involves both operational setup and also capture costs, but also FTEs and headcount in terms of sales and marketing costs as well. And it's roughly going to be that ongoing for the future. In terms of our expectations around revenues, we've also in that update made it very clear to the market that we expect to be very similar to the Australian business in terms of the revenues we can expect from a run rate point of view. But I'd say that it's probably going to take us a shorter period of time to be able to achieve it, because we've learned so many lessons from the Australian business. So at the moment, the kind of notional guidance I'm giving to the market is that by the end of calendar year 2017, we want to have somewhere between 25 to 30 million in run rate revenue for the company, just in the US.
Great. And finally, Simon, more broadly, aside from your US expansion, where is the company focusing at the moment, and what are your priorities?
Well, we are very much focused on becoming a data and analytics business. Imagery supports all of that, the ability to be able to see what's happening on the ground now through current clear change, make informed and insightful decisions. But we're always looking at developing more and more applications for our customers. And we have just launched the biggest ever release for nearmap, nearmap construction. The construction industry is our biggest sector, full stop. And we've really developed a large range of very unique tools specifically for construction industry professionals and users of our products. So a whole heap of innovative tools, things like the site excavation tool, the ability to be able to measure a volume on the ground, a whole range of tools. So I'd say nearmap construction is probably the most exciting thing that we've done from a product point of view, and it's literally just been launched in the last day or so. So we're constantly looking to innovate in terms of what we're doing, and we've got various other products that we're going to be launching as well in the kind of short and medium term. But we're very much focused on adding value to our customers' business and developing tools that allow them to be able to do business quicker, smarter, cheaper, faster, more efficiently.
Great. Well, Simon Crowther, thank you so much for the update from nearmap.
My pleasure. Thank you.